These are emotional stories from the world of football that touch our hearts. From Neymar's special bond with a young fan to the heartbreak of Ghana's World Cup dreams, these moments remind us of the human side of the game. They show the impact of soccer legends like Pelé, Maradona, Totti, and Messi, and how the sport can bring joy and sorrow in equal measure. These stories connect us through our shared love for the beautiful game. Back in 2011, when Neymar was lighting up the pitch at Santos and his career was just taking off, he had an encounter that went beyond the usual fan meet and greet. Known for his flashy goals and assists, Neymar was no stranger to fans clamoring for a moment with him. But this time it was different. Neymar was told, "Ney, this kid is special. You gotta meet him." Intrigued, Neymar agreed to see this special fan. When they met, Neymar was genuinely moved. The kid, full of life and energy despite battling cancer, left a lasting impression on him. Just before parting ways, the young fan had a unique request for his idol. "Next time you score, do this dance for me." For Neymar, a natural dancer, this was an opportunity he couldn't pass up. True to his word, in his next game, after scoring a goal, Neymar broke into the dance his young fan had asked for, getting his teammates involved as well. It was a heartwarming moment that showed a different side of Neymar, one that goes beyond football skills and into the realm of human connection and empathy. This story isn't just about a footballer meeting a fan, it's about the impact these stars can have on their fans' lives. Neymar's gesture, a simple dance, was a beacon of hope and joy for a young fan fighting a tough battle. It's a reminder of the powerful influence athletes have and the positive ways they can use it, touching lives and inspiring people across ages and continents. In the 2010 World Cup, Ghana was on fire, reaching the quarterfinals, a first for any African team. Everyone was buzzing because beating Uruguay would put them in the semifinals, a historic moment. The game was tied 1-1, and it went into extra time. That's when things got wild. Uruguay's Suarez used his hand to block a goal, getting a red card for it.
And the referee got it spot on. It didn't cross the line, but it's a clear handball.
Ghana had a penalty kick, the golden chance. If Guyana scored this, they'd be in the semis. Imagine that. The whole of Africa was rooting for Ghana at that moment. Guyana stepped up for the shot, but the pressure was insane. And then boom, he missed. It was a heartbreaker. The game went to penalties, and Uruguay snatched the win. Afterward, you could see how crushed Guyana was, tears and all. He later said he still can't shake off that moment. It was a huge deal, man. A real roller coaster of emotions for everyone watching. With 90 minutes up, Ajax fans started celebrating, thinking they had it in the bag. But then, in the very last moments, everything went wild. The Ajax players were in total shock, tears and all, as they walked off the field. It was like deja vu from a Champions League game the year before, where a huge star faced his worst nightmare. Fast forward to Ajax versus Spurs in the 2019 Champions League semifinals. Ajax had won the first leg 1-0, so they just needed to win or even draw to make it to their first final since '95. I wasn't even born then. They were up by 2 goals early, but Spurs caught up, tying the game. Things got super tense. Ajax just needed the draw to go through, but if Spurs scored again, it was game over for Ajax. It was a nail-biter. Ajax fans were on the edge of their seats, hoping their team could hold on. But in football, anything can happen, especially in those last few seconds. It was a roller coaster of emotions for everyone watching. In the 2018 Champions League final, Liverpool was up against Real Madrid, and all eyes were on Mohamed Salah. He had been on fire that season, scoring 44 goals. Liverpool hadn't won a trophy in 6 years, and with Salah's magic, everyone thought this was their night. But then, disaster struck. Salah fell badly and hurt his shoulder. That was a massive blow. The guy had to leave the game, and it was heartbreaking to see him in tears. Liverpool just wasn't the same without him and ended up losing. Salah had been dreaming big, hoping to be the hero of the final and get his name up there with legends like Pelé. But that one fall changed everything. It was a tough moment, not just for Salah, but for all the Liverpool fans who had high hopes for that night. Pelé, the soccer legend, won the World Cup 3 times and scored a ton of goals, over 1,000. After he retired, Brazil's president even called him a national treasure. But as he got older, his health started to decline. It got pretty bad, and he knew he didn't have much time left. So he brought his family together for one last iconic photo, with his daughter holding his hand just before New Year's Eve. That photo hit everyone hard. It was clear the king of football was in his final days. Then, a few hours later, Pelé passed away. His death really shook up the whole soccer world. Stars like Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and big clubs like Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Manchester United all paid their respects. It was a massive deal because Pelé was a legend, and this was the last time we'd see him. It was a sad moment, but there's this sweet thought that now he's up there, fulfilling a promise to his best friend, playing soccer in the sky. That's a comforting image for everyone who loved him and the beautiful game. Diego Maradona was a total legend in soccer, known for his unreal dribbling, iconic goals, and killer assists. He had it all. Even though his career wasn't super long, Maradona still bagged 2 World Cups and a league title in Italy. But after hanging up his boots, things went downhill for him. The drugs and alcohol took a heavy toll on his health. In 2020, at just 60, his body couldn't handle it anymore, and he passed away. Maradona was a massive fan of Boca Juniors and always had his special seat in the stadium. After he died, when his daughter came to watch a game, the Boca Juniors team did something really special to honor him. They gathered around in a tribute to Maradona, and it was genuinely moving. It was a beautiful way to remember such a soccer great. Everyone could feel how much he meant to the sport and his fans. This story is about a guy who was incredibly talented, but met a tragic end. He was only 31. Right after scoring the winning goal for Hatayspor in the Turkish Super League, Christian Natsu flew back home to chill and celebrate. But no one saw what was coming next. Just a few hours later, a massive earthquake, 4.7 on the Richter scale, hit Syria. It was chaos. For days, rescue teams were digging through the rubble, trying to find him. Everyone was holding on to hope, but it was a tough situation. Then, the heartbreaking news came. They found him, but it was too late. He was trapped under his collapsed home and didn't make it. The news hit everyone hard. People all over the world, fans and fellow players, started paying their tributes. It was a huge loss, not just for his family and friends, but for the entire football community. It's one of those moments that remind you how unpredictable life can be. A few years ago, another football legend, Francesco Totti, had his big moment. In 2017, after playing for 30 years, Totti announced his retirement. It was a huge deal. Totti was the ultimate one-club guy, only ever playing for AS Roma. That's pretty rare. His last game was epic. The whole city came out to Roma's Olimpico Stadium. What was super cool was that even fans from Lazio, their biggest rivals, showed up. Everyone wanted to see Totti play one last time. During his farewell speech, Totti couldn't stop the tears. It was emotional for everyone. Goodbyes are always tough, especially when it's a legend like him leaving the field. But at least Totti got to say a proper goodbye to the fans who had been cheering him on for years. That's something special. Lionel Messi's biggest regret came when he left Barcelona in 2021. He had been with the club since 2004, becoming a football legend and earning the title of the GOAT. His trophy collection was incredible. However, Barcelona faced a severe financial crisis in 2021, forcing their president, Joan Laporta, to make a tough decision. Laporta had to choose between keeping Messi and having no money to sign new players, or letting Messi go to ease the wage bill. After many sleepless nights, Laporta announced the heartbreaking decision. Messi was leaving Barcelona. PSG quickly signed a deal with him, and Messi was about to fly to Paris. But Messi couldn't leave without saying goodbye to his beloved Barcelona fans. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, he couldn't do it in person at the stadium. So he called a press conference, and it was one of the saddest days in football. Messi couldn't hold back tears, showing how much Barcelona meant to him. Now at PSG, Messi seems to have found his old form again, giving hope to fans worldwide. In the end, these football stories reflect the passion, joy, and sometimes heartache that we all experience as fans. Whether it's celebrating a legend's farewell or feeling the pain of a missed opportunity, these moments remind us why we love this sport. Football, with its highs and lows, truly unites us all. So that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, then consider pressing the like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these. Check out our other video that you see now. We will see you next time.